It's so cold today. We woke up, had our leftover pizza for an early breakfast. Then we came out to get some coffee and a delicious blueberry tart at this cute little cafe. So now we're finally gonna check out our SIM card situation and hopefully get a card before we head to Buenos Aires tomorrow. We finally got our SIM cards. We went to Claro and everything was working today. It was a really good deal, 25 gigs for like
9,000-ish.
Yeah. So we wanted to do it. We were gonna buy 2, but unfortunately our credit card didn't work with them and you have to pay with credit card. So they recommended another little kiosk down the street. So we went back and it was super easy, cash only, 9,000 for 10 gigs.
Yeah, so like significantly less gigs. Same amount of days, you have 30 days to use it. But we're only here for another like 5 days anyway, so 10 gigs should be plenty for us. And because this is cash only, you don't need your passport, whereas Claro's actual retail store requires passport because anywhere you go when you pay with credit card, well, actually, no, that's not true.
No.
Like our cafes don't use it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like the grocery store asked for our passport when we're using our credit card, and so did Claro. So I think identification is needed when you're using a credit card for transactions. But now we have data, it works right away, and it's not that cold.
Where's the sun?
Yeah, but we're gonna walk around, shop around, and once we get hungry, we'll show you what we're eating. So let's go. Y un Alfajor Milo. Oh, no. Okay. Freezing our butts off. Walking towards the water now. We just went to a tiny little bakery called Dody. I think that was the name. For their churros, which the word churros was in the name, so you have to get them even though we weren't really looking for churros.
We got 2 churros and we got an alfajor with...
It's a chocolate covered alfajor, I think.
Like, yeah, it's huge.
But the one churro is plain and the other one has...
I like how you say it.
Dulce de leche. So we'll go try those later. How much was the total?
It was really cheap. It was $1,600 for all 3 items.
Which,
and we paid cash.
Yeah, and that's like $1.60 US. So, I think it was a good deal. Let's go try it later. First, we're gonna go check out the Ushuaia sign before it gets too cold, and then we'll maybe head back home or something. How you doing?
It's so cold.
We're dying out here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep walking. Let's keep walking. Woo, look at my hair. So, weather says it's 41 degrees. That's complete BS. Maybe because the sun's out. But there's a wind chill, so it says it feels like 34. I think it feels like 28. But the wind is 26 miles an hour right now, so it is gusty.
Check out the flag.
Yeah, that is a moving, and that is a big flag, so that's a lot of wind. We've stumbled upon the Eternal Flame. I don't know if it's actually called that, but I believe this is the memorial site.
Yeah, for the Malvinas.
Which is, Malvinas is?
I don't know the English, you said it earlier.
Yeah, it's the Falklands.
So here we are now at a little plaza that commemorates the War of the Malvinas.
Which is Falklands War. And the day we actually arrived,
it's the anniversary, Veterans Day.
Yeah, it was Veterans Day. We're making our way back home, which is straight up the hill there. Well, not the mountain, but just up there. And what's crazy is we were originally gonna go hike today at one of the glacial national parks. We're not equipped. This is literally the warmest attire we have, and we have like sneakers. Although I've heard it's pretty easy, but this weather, no chance. So it's been a pleasure, Ushuaia. But we're gonna go home and enjoy a movie with some Alfajor, Churros. Hell, maybe we'll get a hot chocolate on the way. We'll see.
On our way back home, we stopped by an empanadas place. Just because it looked good. We're going back, we'll watch a movie, hang out, so we need more snacks, I think.
I agree. The place was called Big Pizza, and I feel like I've seen a bunch of people with the boxes.
Yeah.
So we got 3 empanadas and a drink. It was a pear drink by Coca-Cola Company. But it was 3,500 pesos for 4 things. Decent.
Yeah.
They look good. We did want to try one that was called humita.
Yeah. It looks like it's like true Argentinian style empanada, so.
It's all right. We're still here for a few more days, so guess we're gonna have to try in Buenos Aires or maybe mañana.
Maybe an empanada a day.
Exactly. And alfajor.
Oh yes, every day.
All right, we're making our way up the hill now. It's now 8 p.m. We did a little bit of walking, watched a movie, hung out in the Airbnb. But now one of the popular restaurants that we've seen a queue for every single night is about to open up. Hopefully there's no queue. We'll see. If it's busy, then we'll probably go to a different place. But we're gonna try a Patagonian staple for dinner tonight, since this is our last night, which is Cordero, lamb. And we've crossed a few places that you can see literally they're just barbecuing, grilling the lamb on these steaks. And we're gonna go give it a try, although neither of us actually like lamb, but hey, you never know, this might change your minds. Full house in there. I mean, they opened at 8, it's 8:10 p.m. and it's already completely packed. But because they had just sat down, I imagine it's gonna take like another hour or so at least before people start finishing up. So not gonna wait, it's not worth it, I don't think, even though the reviews look great. But there's a couple other options, so we're gonna take a look at those.
Second place that Harry found and is on our list. Let's see if it's busy.
We're approaching it now. It's called La Parilla, La Estancia barbecue. I think Parilla, you said, means barbecue or grill or something. But in Argentinian Spanish, it's not Parilla, it's Parilla. Ton of alcohol back there, hence why Chantal got a really generous pour. Oh.
It's hot.
We're very full. It's a lot of food. I don't know if we were supposed to order 2 meats. I heard stories of like the meat platters, the, what do they call it? Parilla. I think it's just called parilla.
Like all meats.
I've heard stories where that's way too much meat. So we're like, okay, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do 2 individual meats. When it came out, it's too much. What'd you think of it though?
It was good. It's good, but it's a lot of work to cut, which I'm not a fan of.
Knives weren't that sharp. Meat was not as tender until you get to the bone. I'm still not a fan of Cordero.
I liked it. Yeah, it was good.
I'm not a lamb guy, but I know that when you're in Ushuaia or in Patagonia, that's their thing. So we had to order it, and that's what the spit roasts out in their window are for. No, it was great. Really friendly people. I just got nervous that we didn't eat enough. So.
Oh, like you meant like from the plate? I
felt like we were being judged.
Oh, okay.
But you said like, you know, he was nodding at someone else's because it like had so much meat left. I think we did okay. Like we're full, so obviously we did.
Yes,
I will say that we did see a couple of the empty plates that were being taken away.
Completely clean?
It's just bare bones. And we had so much meat left, so.
You need more people, I think.
We're gonna walk it off. Thank God we live uphill, so we gotta make our way uphill. Tomorrow we've got half day. Well, we leave at like, 12 o'clock. So grab breakfast and then I can't think of food. But that's what we're doing. A coffee. And then head to the airport because we're then headed to
back to Buenos Aires.
Yes, for a few days before we continue moving up north. So we're gonna call it a night and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Real quick, one last thing to add. We don't know if you're supposed to tip here. They didn't have service charge on it, and I don't know. I feel like in kind of restaurant like this where they do serve you and everything, it makes sense too. So I've heard that usually if they don't charge a propina, a service charge, usually it's like 10% service charge, then it's not a bad idea to give 10% tip. Maybe it's an American thing. I'm not used to it anymore in Singapore, but it just felt right. So we did leave a little bit of a tip. Wondering what these baskets are. Looks like they're actually recycle bins. Couldn't find them anywhere, but that's why. They're these little baskets. I was telling Chantal that we have not been eating very healthy. This country is very carb heavy. Pizzas, empanadas, alfajors. We have not been eating our fruits and vegetables. My body's been telling me that. The only thing that we've had that was remotely close to a fruit or vegetable, well, I guess we had the salad, but the only thing that we had today was right here, which was a blueberry pie. I think there's more carbs and bread than fruits in that thing. So we're gonna try.
Make it our mission.
Yeah, but I know that there's gonna be a lot more meat stuff.
And our friends from the US are meeting us tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're gonna want
the local food, which we've been having for the last few days, so. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good morning, everyone.
It's our last day in Ushuaia. We're headed to breakfast, which is not a very healthy breakfast, but it'll be delicious.
Is anything healthy in Argentina?
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think anything is at this point. But yeah, it'll be, you know, a lot of sweets, croissants, medialuna, alfajor, and coffee. So we're heading to Juana, which I think is a local cafe, but they have 2 cafes within like 3 blocks of each other. It looks really good. They're known for their medialuna and I think coffee, I hope. And we're also going to Cachafaz, which is one of the more popular alfajor stops. I think that one rivals Havana, which I think is the more popular brand. But there's multiple locations, but in case we don't get to it in Buenos Aires, we want to make sure we try it.
Every day we've been on this street because I think this is like really the main area, the main street of Ushuaia, which is called San Martin.
See? We just finished breakfast and we've got about an hour till we want to head over to the airport. Airport's convenient, it's like 15 minutes drive. We're gonna leave around 11:45 to get there around 12 for a 2:15 flight.
Hope you enjoyed Ushuaia. We really loved it here, and it's a great place to come visit, especially if you're into hiking.
And wildlife. Peace, tranquility, and cold. Feel free to keep following us on our South America journey as we make our way to the next destination,
Which is Buenos Aires.
See you guys.